If you are more upset about U.S. service members being killed than the better part of 200 elementary school kids being bombed to death, you need to look inside yourself. And I'm not saying don't be upset about the loss of military personnel. You can definitely be upset about that. We can mourn the tragedy that is the needless killing in a conflict like this, while also understanding that our side started it. But the important thing to remember is children aren't on a side of a war. Children are not part of war. And despite that, we bombed them to death. And that was the opening strike. That was the first thing we did in this war was bomb nearly 200 kids to death. And we can talk about all the other reasons why the war is dumb and pointless. We can talk about how it's unprovoked. We can talk about how it won't succeed at a regime change and, in fact, entrenches the regime that's currently there. We can talk about the fact that if we escalate, it's going to get a lot of our own people killed. We can talk about the fact that it's wasting billions, if not likely trillions of dollars. We can talk about all of that because all of it is big and important, but it is, I think, more important to remember the first thing we knew about this war is that the US and Israel came together to bomb and kill nearly 200 children. And I do think if you are upset about any other thing more than that simple fact, you need to sit with yourself for a little while. You need to try and understand why, when children are bombed to death in a foreign country, you don't feel the same thing that you feel for a military personnel. And I don't care about what your excuses might be for feeling that way. There are plenty of reasons, from propaganda, conditioning, all sorts of shit. I get it. I'm saying that this is a warning sign that you have been hijacked out of your own humanity if you are caring more about any of those things than the simple fact that children are being bombed in their schools.